What's your Tyler's back? My Raw review for March 2nd, 2026. Well, we're on our way to other retro reviews on my secondary channel, so subscribe to the channel on that one, which is starting this Thursday to get almost done with the Ruthless Aggression Era Road to WrestleMania and all that, with No Way Out 2007, and then my continuation of my quest to do every TNA pay-per-view from '06 to 11, and of 2011, that is, my apologies, with Destination X 2011 or 2006. Destination X 2006 and Victory Road 2011. I don't want to watch that show, but it's my job, and then Guilty as Charged 2001. My birthday is also going to be coming soon. Also, WWE 26 is coming out in a week from now. Not counting this Friday, but the digital ones and all that. I don't count that. The official release date is March 13th and all that. And all that. But anyways, Raw was kind of average. Other than I liked we got a new Intercontinental Champion. Spoiler alert. The first part of it, and the closing segment with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. But that's literally it. It was in the Indiana Bridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. So, so Logan fucking Paul comes out again. He's gonna be the replacement for Bret Hart in my first match with Goldberg and all that. Austin Theory they were mad and all that. You know, Heyman hates to piss on everyone's parade and all that. We want to talk about Seth Rollins and all that, you know. And then Rollins stole the Elimination Chamber in the main event WrestleMania from Logan Paul. Bitch, please! He doesn't deserve any fucking credit in the world. He's a fucking jackass, that's all it is. That fucking cocksucker and all that. Anyways, then Theory gets on the mic and said, here's my theory, and let's see if you idiots and all that. And then I was like, please. And then Bald Eagle comes out with $2 security. There was one masked moron with a decoy. Then there was another one. And then there was a third one when all the other ones got run away from the other. And all that. Then there was a third one, and then there was a fourth one where Heyman was baiting off saying him thinking he Seth Rollins. Yeah, another masked man from behind Heyman says, and it was the real Seth Rollins, bashes Paul Heyman in the back with a chair and curb stomps him. And then afterwards, the teams check on Paul Heyman. He gets in the in the ambulance, and all that. And then Jimmy Uso attacks Austin Theory and all. Paul, and then Ellen was in the ambulance, and Paul Heyman was seen kidnapped and all that. I'm assuming that Paul Heyman got kidnapped, and we're not going to see him again until for a few weeks or something like that. That was funny, but I'm not. It's not funny with Gunther defeat Dragon Lee in a boring ass match. Ugh, I'm tired of this fucking whole thing. I'm gonna set his ass on fire. AKA the Inferno match and all that. Yeah, one I'm giving this. Anyway, Asuka's yelling at Kairi over losing at Elimination Chamber. Asuka's furious that Sane didn't qualify and all that. And Asuka grabs her by the throat and shoves her. And then AJ Lee was there, and Kairi Sane, who is staring into a distant unblanket, and AJ Lee tries to snap her out, and then Asuka once again screams at Kairi and walks away. So there's that. Also, Demolition's going in the Hall of Fame this year. I saw it on Twitter, and yeah. There's that. Then AJ Lee comes out. She talked about, you know, the commentator talking about Becky Lynch's protest over losing the belt. She gets on the mic and says, probably to snatch the hair off Becky's pretty little head and all that. Again, Becky needs to stay away from the Women's Intercontinental title. She needs to go for the world title after this. Like I said, Debbie better win at WrestleMania, and she will drop the belt to Becky, which there's that and all that. And then AJ beat her and all that. And then she says now that Becky is boo boo is behind her, WrestleMania is in front, but AJ is now wanted until then and all that. And yeah, it was a fine promo and all that. There was also 2K26 of all 4 editions of it. I like the Monday Night Wars cover of it and all that, and then the Chad Gable version of Ready Americano hyped up Penta ahead of his Intercontinental title match, and then the other one comes. Can this fucking thing just die already? Literally. There was a video about Liv Morgan says Stereo Care doesn't know a thing about her and all that. I don't care about this. Then the Chad Gable version of Grande Americano defeats Rayful Americano. I don't know who the fuck was in that one, but whatever. Whatever. It's a 1 out of 5 again. They show a Finn of Penta running down Dominic Mysterio and all that. And then the judge is chatting until Finn comes in. They address Finn losing an Elimination Chamber before protesting to Dominic defending his title and all that. And I was like, oh, maybe Dominic's going to lose the Intercontinental Championship. Spoiler alert. Anyways, then Rusev. This is another one I actually like. Rusev is tired of hearing about Opa Femi and all that. Then Opa Femi comes in, they brawled, and they'll have a match next week. Okay. Fine. Opa Femi needs to face Brock Lesnar and beat him. And then Bayley and Lyra are talking about WrestleMania. Lyra's saying that Bayley should challenge AJ Lee to get her ticket to WrestleMania and all that. Why? Let me get wrong, an AJ Lee Bayley match sounds like a good match on paper, but I don't know. Jimmy Uso defeats Austin Theory. A match, an angle. Logan Paul just ran out and causes a disqualification. That's literally it. Then Jake comes out. So much for the injury that happened before Elimination Chamber. Why the fuck they took him out of the Chamber match? Whatever, it's just a segment. There was a video cut in with CM Punk setting up for a pipe bomb promo. I'm assuming it's something for 2K26 with the whole launch trailer or something like that. Then Pierce is with Danielson. I don't know who the fuck he is. He's Stone Cold Austin and Pierce looks confused and all that. What the fuck? Then Rhea has a promo about her WrestleMania attempts. It should have been Charlotte. I'm sorry. Rhea does not need another world title run. Anyways, then the main event for the Intercontinental Championship. I was like, please let Penta win the title. And they did. Penta defeats Dominic Mysterio to win the Intercontinental Championship. About fucking time that Dom lose the fucking belt, finally. And you're still teasing of the Judgment finally falling apart and all that. Yeah. Dom was trying to go for a 619. Penta got out of the way. Hits a Mexican Destroyer and wins the Intercontinental Championship. Finally. He should have won the title last year at WrestleMania 41. But too little too late, but guess not. And it was the best match on this show, so it's a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'm gonna get that because of the title win and all that. Anyways, then the closing here with Roman Reigns, they talk a lot of all that. He said Indianapolis acknowledged him. Then Punk comes out. He makes his way to a huge ovation. Reigns isn't happy to see Punk. Punk gets in the ring. Punk chants are firing up. It's kind of funny. Last year's 2K25 cover star was Roman Reigns, and this year's 2K game cover star is CM Punk for 2K26. So it's about the cover stars, and it's yeah, that they cut a really fiery promo, all that, And the first stop is Indianapolis. They have history. This is where the Shield debuted, which that's true. And now they're heading to WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania in Las Vegas for the second year in a row. There's no Seth Rollins, and it's for a title. And all that, And then he said they can't trust Phil, and Phil's a liar, and Roman said. And then at WrestleMania, this backup plan ends when Reigns wins the championship. He'll put Punk on one of those John Cena retirement tours. They'll max him out and make him much money to teach him the next generation and all that. And then Roman goes to walk away, but Punk turns him around, and Punk insists that is he walking away from him. Punk says, you're just a bunch of shit and all that. And then, does he have the same extra Samoan goblins? Reigns is all alone. There's no more Shield or Wise Man. Punk took the Wise Man away from Roman. Punk loved the moment and all that. And then Punk says, in the locker room, hanging out with Reigns' cousin, Reigns is all alone and can't get things done. And all that. And then Reigns disrespect him. Reigns think he's going to retire CM Punk. But then Punk says it's going to bury him. Punk says, and then you won't be alone anymore because I'm going to bury you next to your father. Oh, that's kind of a little too far, I gotta say. But this is the only match I really care about this year's WrestleMania. And that was Raw. Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a C minus. Yeah, I mean, there was no zeros on this show, so that's a plus there. So tomorrow I'll probably do the Jetsons WrestleMania thing, movie review. And then Wednesday will be another episode of Showdown. And then, like I said, Thursday is all March reviews, with No Way Out 2007 being the first one. And then Destination X 2006. And then Victory Road 2011. And then ECW Guilty as Charged 2001. So I get those over with. And we're done for now. So like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel, notification bell, as well as my Sarah Channel Tales, Res reviews, so you see those 4 reviews this month. There. Bye bye.